So why Timothy as Hal? Did that come to you right away? How does that?
No. I mean, when we first started...
7th grade. Or
yeah. It would have been, right? I mean, when we first started writing, Timmy was barely out of the crib.
When I was doing the play, he was 2 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
how old was he when you started to consider him?
It was, I mean, the gloriously serendipitous thing was that right at the time we were looking for a way to get, actually, you know, the decision was made, this is what we want to do, we want to make it this time. Joel had cleared his schedule, all that kind of stuff. We were looking, okay, who's going to play Hal? Ideas had been floating around or whatever, and then suddenly this Chalamet creature just enters my orbit, you know, and it was extraordinary because I remember going and seeing Call Me By Your Name, and that experience for me being a sublime one because I love the movie. I think it's an extraordinary film. But also, I was having the experience of seeing the version of the King that I wanted to make, you know,
Really?
of like a true boy king, you know, of a beautifully soulful, but kind of naive young idealist being thrust into a position of like monumental responsibility, and it was in Timmy. It was all there. I knew it would be a true transformation.
It's a lot in his eyes. I noticed in the movie. Like you just look at his eyes, and it's just like when he's getting intense, his eyes just seem to like get darker.
Yeah,
it's really incredible.
Excited to get to work with Timothy. I mean, I think he's a great actor, and a real lovely dude as well, on and off set. And yeah, I mean, our scenes, I mean, are real intimate scenes between two brothers, and they've got a bit of friction going on. So to be able to get to play around with that, and David's a brilliant director as well, so I was real honoured to be a part of this.
I was right at that moment when I was looking to set the film up properly that Timmy Chalamet just kind of entered my life, you know, and because now that I've made the film, I can't imagine making it with anyone else, you know. There's so much about him. You know, his talent and his training and his preparation, but the indescribables too, you know, his timeless kind of soulfulness. You know? I wasn't having to try and match or better Shakespeare. I found thematic ways of making the speech about something else, and then knowing that it was going to be coming out of the mouth of Timmy somehow made it all feel good, and it was. It wasn't even until the day, actually, that I was suddenly grateful for the fact that I had, like, you know, not just an incredibly talented young actor, but an incredibly trained young actor, because it wasn't until the day that I just, you know, take one, hit it and go, oh man, I need to be careful here that he's not gonna, I wouldn't, if I was doing that, I'd be dead halfway through the first time.
Yeah. You can thank the LaGuardia School of Arts for that one.
So there's many scenes that I think are really powerful in the film. I think from a musical perspective, some of the moments that stand out to me are, I think the coronation sequence is very special. There's something about the way that Timothy conveys the momentousness, the terror, but also the kind of power of that moment, I think are really beautiful. The death of Falstaff, I think, is a very special moment. And also, you know, when Hal is returning to England, those, I guess I'm always drawn a bit to these moments of contemplation.
I'm sorry, Timmy?
No, it's brilliant.
He's a movie star. He's a movie. He's a better movie star than we deserve to have. I believe that. I really believe that. I think to me, in a way, he is the first, like, genuine of his generation movie star that is different, that has differentiated himself significantly by being exactly who he is.
Yeah.
And taking that and working with it to work the scenes, the stories, the characters. And he's a genuinely authentic, he's not copying other people, he's not pretending. That's him, that's the real deal. And I've never heard a crowd scream louder for anyone in my life.
It was like that at the BAFTA Movie Awards.
Yep.
It was like the Beatles or something, I'd imagine.
Look, I've been around enormous rock stars, I've been around some pretty fancy pants people in my life. I've never heard people scream for a person the way they scream for Timothy. And Timmy touches people in a way that is kind of really, it's quite profound. Like whatever the connect is, man. And that's why I say I think he's a better movie star than we deserve.